If you don't like it, go play Sons of the Forest, they said. And yeah, that did not go over well with the Subnautica community. So apart from being one of the biggest underwater exploration games ever been released since 2014, Subnautica is still making waves even after releasing their DLC Below Zero, and now it finally reached the sequel. Subnautica 2 has been released, well, soft release, early access back on the 14th of May 2026, but not without its post and pre-launch issues. One of them has to do with publishers and other with the players. Player pushback between developers, and we'll get into it in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to Moko Talks. My name is Moko. I'm just a dude that likes to talk about video games and the gaming industry in general. My takes are more on the logical side, and I see it as it is, no bullshit involved. If you like this kind of content, please do leave a like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. So, Subnautica 2. Honestly, I keep seeing this trend with developers that have this, I don't know, this urge to communicate with their players. And I've said this with Helldivers 2, I said this with High Guard, and I'm gonna say this with Subnautica 2 too. Subnautica 2 too, okay. Don't let developers use social media or interact with their player base. Just don't. Either use patch notes or talks through a manager, an operation manager, liaison manager, I don't know, man, but just get someone who understands how to communicate with the player base, because honestly, developers you guys just don't know what to say or how to say it. You get the feeling involved, and then you just pour oil on the fire on the oil. I don't know. You just make it worse. And listen, I played Subnautica when it first got released. I tried it. It was not my cup of tea. It was not my kind of game. I like a little bit more actions in my games. And from what I've seen with Unknown Worlds, it's just more about the exploration and discovery of the world they're trying to make, which is fair, to be honest. Like, if it's not my kind of game, I'm just not gonna play it. It is what it is, you know? But that's not how you handle things. And it's very apparent that the mistake was mainly from Unknown Worlds developers with the way they addressed their audience and player base. And I have a couple of articles here. I got some screenshot of what they've said, how they said it, how it was portrayed. Unfortunately, it was very badly worded, and the message that Unknown World have sent to the player base. So this is the article from Games Radar. I think it's the best way I can get my source here. So Subnautica 2 dev says, go play Sons of the Forest if you don't like its lack of violence. Like, I mean, it's quoted, man. It's quoted. So listen, we're gonna read a little bit of the article, and I'm gonna interject with my own ideas here and let you guys know what I think about what's being said. Now that Subnautica 2 is finally here, fans are craving what they cannot have: violence. But developer Unknown World is not exactly keen on letting players take on the sea's terrifying creatures in combat. Neither Subnautica nor its sequel allows players to kill the underwater beast. I'm looking at you, Leviathan. It's one of the most dangerous beasts out there that hunt their every move. Unsurprisingly, folks aren't exactly pleased about us. It is a survival game after all, and other genre giants allows them to tackle their most formidable foes. So what should the people who yearn for fair violence in Subnautica do? Well, Unknown World's answer to that is simple: go play other games instead. Like, listen, guys, I understand this is not your vision, right? The developer's visions, it was available in Subnautica 1 too, that you can't violently kill the creatures, but you can deter it. You can use gas, you can use your knife, you can use freeze ray. There are ways there to deter the monsters, but apparently that's not the case in Subnautica 2. There's literally no way to defend the player, and that's kind of unfair to the players themselves. You gotta learn how to balance these things, and this kind of retort is just not it, man. It's just not it. Now, over the game's official Discord server, one level designer see, a level designer, what are you doing talking? What are you doing talking to? Just go design your levels, man. Come on. So one level designer response seems to imply as much. Anyway, replying to a fan asking why we can't kill in Subnautica 2, and saying that if Unknown World doesn't allow for it, perhaps modders will one day. The developer shoots back. Okay, I think this got on their nerves somehow. The developer shoots back: we aren't a killing game. Go play Sons of the Forest or something if you want to kill. Oof, it's a comment that hasn't exactly landed well within the community. And well, this is his comment. Players try to explain to the dev that this logic makes no sense as they feel they've got no way to properly defend their bases and such from these relentless creatures. But that's not all, the conversation has moved elsewhere too, as fans shared their disappointment in Unknown World's answer to the question. One person over Reddit asked what kind of feedback was that, another asked early access is pointless, you're just going to not take criticism, which is another fair point. Well, this is a meme they did. Anyway, so not everyone has agreed though. A separate thread outlines what fans dubbed hypocrisy on this part with an argument that is in the gaming industry, professionalism matters. Yes, and I want to get back to this point after I read this. Not everyone agrees though. We want your feedback. It's not the same thing as we will cave to every request you make. As one more person comments, I really think people are desperately reaching to get upset over that Sons of the Forest comment, which is fair in order to use it as leverage to get what they want. They're not alone in thinking so. Different post sees a fan asking, why am I the only one who thinks there's the no killing is fine? Indeed, they are definitely not alone, etc, etc. So like both sides, I honestly don't see anything wrong with both sides, but listen, players in general are just normal Joes who play video games. Either they could be kids in high school, college students, or guys in their late 30s or 40s. There is a different spectrum of gamers out there, and you can't have that kind of response every single time. You can't talk to people like you're talking to some kid, like, hey, if you don't like it, go play that game. It's not cool. It's just very non-professional. Because I mean, come on, there has to be a certain standard from people that are creating games, because you're a company. You like the developers. I mean, Discord is a mistake for having developers stay in there. Developers shouldn't be in Discord. You know what? You know who should be in Discord? Community managers. Take the fucking criticism or the feedback from players and then show it to the developer in a very disclosed area in a single room, all by themselves. You know, no communication from the outside, and discuss the feedback internally and then come out with a response. You don't fire back like that on your clients. Dude, do you understand how many clients I have on my own work where if I said what this dev would have said, I would be fired just like that? Like, it's not acceptable to behave this way. Also, if the game doesn't request for killing, then that's how there is. But there should be, and yeah, there should be some sort of balance. Like, it's unfair for players to play this game and try to build something, and then you have this huge asshole of a threat. Like, you have to balance your game. Sure, you don't want violence, but dude, add a deterrent. I don't know, something. Unknown Worlds have released this statement already, by the way. They already released a statement regarding their behavior. So, a letter to the community from the Subnautica 2 team. Hello Subnauts, first, thank you for taking the time to share your feedback with us since launch. We've been reading your reviews and comments carefully, and we understand there are several concerns we need to address more clearly. Now, this is already 50 times better than just one dude slinking a comment like that. That's just unprofessional, man. We also understand that some recent comments from our team made players feel ignored or dismissed, almost belittled. We are sorry for that. Early access should be a conversation with our players, not a one-way explanation from the development team. Your feedback matters, and we do not want any part of our communication to make the community feel otherwise. There are 3 areas we want to speak directly. First, we understand that creature balance needs work. Good. Right now, some predator encounters feel more frustrating than tense or exciting. Mitigation tools are not always clear, reliable, or satisfying, and players do not always have enough confidence in how to respond when a creature attacks. This is not the experience we want. Sure, but this is what the players are experiencing right now, and it should be a priority for you guys to fix it. And I don't understand how it got passed through the quality assurance check. Like, you not test this before releasing it in early access. I understand it's still in early access, but still, dude. Like, I think this is a core mechanic mistake there. Am I not wrong? We are actively working on improvements to creature behavior and player mitigation tools. Upcoming changes will include adjustment to creature aggression timing, aggro range, flare effectiveness, survival tools effectiveness, and creature interaction with vehicle and bases. These changes will be delivered over a series of upcoming patches. Second, series of upcoming patches. Okay, how long will it take? I mean, if someone already bought the game, played it for 5 hours, encountered this bullshit, and then dropped it, then that's not good for you. I mean, you already got the money, but you lost the player. Second, we have heard the strong request for more direct ways to deal with hostile creatures, including the ability to kill them. We understand where that request is coming from. When avoidance and mitigation tools do not feel effective, it is natural for players to want more decisive solution. True. But this company is non-violence. So our current direction is not based on judging players who want combat, and it's not because we think those players are wrong. Subnautica has always been built around vulnerability, exploration, and survival rather than traditional weapon-based combat. We believe that this is part of what makes the game unique. However, that design only works if future encounters feel fair, readable, and engaging. Right now, we know we have more work to do to achieve that. So yes. That's what we have been saying. Third, we want to be clear about how we view early access. Early access is not it's not only about collecting bug reports, it is a collaboration with the community. We will not always be able to make every requested change, but we do have a responsibility to listen carefully, explain our decision respectfully, and show through our actions that player feedback is shaping the game. In the coming weeks, we will be delivering a series of improvements aimed at addressing the concerns we are hearing from this community. We hope those changes will demonstrate that we are listening and that we are committed to working with you to make Subnautica 2 the best game it can be. Thank you again for your honesty, patience, and passion for the game. Now, see, this is how you address these kind of complaints and criticism, because they were valid criticism. They were not something like a trash comment about the game or someone cussing you out. It's a valid criticism that leads to a frustration that's coming out from frustration from your players that have played the game, and this is the best way for you to address it. Now, of course, Twitter does what Twitter does best. There's a lot of people that are talking shit about the game. Some are saying, well, I want the game to be killing. Some are enjoying the game, cozy exploration. Different strokes for different folks. Everyone has their own opinion, and I'm honestly genuinely seeing both sides here. Like, the developers have a point that this is how they want their game to be, but also it's very frustrating for players to not be able to do what they want to do. Either way, other than the whole player pushback and stuff like that's been having with the criticism, there have been a few hiccups along the development of this game, which I found very, very intriguing. That there's been a lot of EULA kind of breaching going on here. That means if you can use mods, gameplay wise, you can make money off of it. That's very specific and technical, and unfortunately I don't live in a European country to know how much it's severing it. I just wanna, if you reach this video, I just wanna, calm the heads a little bit, talk about this incident because it was very fascinating for me to watch this. Yeah, so what you guys think? Do you think that Subnautica should change their non-violent ways? Should you think they should, as they said, they should increase the deterrent way? Because there are some areas where there's big Leviathan, man. You're talking about Leviathan, you're like, that's a big ass snake. Honestly, from my side, Subnautica is not a game that I will play. It's just not my taste. But I thought that hearing a voice of reason for you guys, a logical more sense, may calm things down. I know I usually stir things up, but it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment below. Ciao for now. Bye bye.